What's going on, guys? It's your boy Crunch, and in today's video we're gonna be doing something completely different, something I haven't done in the past. But the reason I'm doing this is for you guys. I'm trying to help you guys out here. It's gonna be a top 5 characters, power characters, so the red attribute characters in the game. And the reason I'm doing it is because Extreme Co-op is coming out at the end of the month, and these will be the characters we'll be most likely using on the JP server. Global's getting the red technique one, so we're gonna want to use speed characters. I'll make a separate video for that, but for now we're gonna focus on power characters. And yeah, like I said, this is just to help you guys out. We're gonna go through the stats. We're gonna be on BleachFYI, so huge shout outs to them. Thank you for having this website that just makes everything so much easier. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this list.
Good job, Flavio. That was a good job.
Sliding in at number 5, we've got ourselves Barragan. And right off the bat, man, I want you guys to understand this is like what I believe. And I did ask a few of my friends on Discord and stuff. I did ask them, and this is like a pretty popular list. I would say is accurate. But we're going to start off with Barragan at number 5. This character is amazing, man. What can I say? Let's just go through his stats. Stats read off as stamina 818, attack 538, defense 310, spiritual pressure 548, focus 268, and for an average of 496. Those stats, nothing really stands out. Like nothing is really like amazing, right? But they're all very good. They're all average, and it's just really good. I like the fact that he's got that kind of just consistency in all his stats. I did forget to mention another thing about him is he's ranged. So 538, you got to keep in mind he's a ranged character, so that's not too bad for a ranged character. His soul trait is 11% dodge link, so this character already off the bat has really nice stats, and he's got a really nice soul trait for PvP, so that's why he's pretty nice in that regard. His killer is 40% damage against captains, which is just like adding all this together, you guys start seeing why this character is so overused, especially on PvP, and why he's so effective. Looking at his skills though, he does get long stride, which increase flash step distance, so he gets that. He's one of the first that actually gets that. Debilitator, increased duration, inflicted status alignment, so that right there is gonna increase the duration, so the time that he gets the Barragan effect, which is the weakening. Havoc, increased strong attack area of effect plus 15%. Bruiser, increased damage, normal attack damage plus 10%. Berserker, increased strong attack damage plus 10%. And Devastation, increased special move damage plus 15%. So he doesn't have like extremely high numbers when it comes to his skills and increases, but he does have really good consistent numbers throughout all his throughout strong attacks, normal attacks, and special. So he gets that overall really nice increase on all his stats, and I mean in his damage inflicted, so he's still a beast. His second strong attack, I believe, is a freaking a vortex, which is amazing with a character like this. So man, the way I see him is he's just a very good character overall. He can do really good in PvP, he can do good in PvE, and he's just a really strong character. He's gonna do good, you know. His special attack does hit pretty nice. It's a full screen radius, and on top of that, he gets inflicts weakening plus 100% probability for it lasts for 5 seconds, but because of his skill that increases it, the debilitator, it's gonna last longer. So this is Barragan, man. I'm a strong believer in Barragan. I don't like him. I don't really like to use him. I think he's kind of boring, but I do believe he's a really strong character even nowadays. So Barragan coming in at number 5. And coming in at number 4, we've got Iceon. This is a little more newer of a character, came out about a month or so ago. This character is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just get into the stats. Stamina 781, attack 562, defense 286, spiritual pressure at 560, focus 279 for an average of 494 on all of her stats. So those are really nice stats. It's kind of like Barragan. The reason they're kind of close on the average is because she's got lower stamina, but her attack is nice. It's higher than his. Defense is a little lower, but spiritual pressure is higher. Focus is higher as well. This character is awesome, man. She's got really good skills. I mean, really good stats overall as well. And then on top of that, she is also a ranged character. So ranged characters obviously are pretty strong, as you can tell. They're the first 2 in the top 5. Her soul trait isn't as good as Barragan's, I would say. She gets stamina recovery in between quests, 25%. I mean, it's not better than Barragan's when it comes to PvP, but it's actually a better soul trait for PvE, which is, I think I would say this character is slightly better for that. She gets hollow plus 20% damage increase, which is not the greatest, but it's still good. I mean, it's still good. It's not as good as Barragan's 40 on captains, but you know, hollow plus 20%. Her skills read as follow, which is sprinter, which is something very common amongst characters nowadays. Bruiser, increased normal attack damage plus 20%. Berserker, increased strong attack damage plus 30%. Bombardment, increased number of special move hits. Debilitator, increased duration of inflicted status alignment. And then medic, healing skills affect more team members. So she's a healer, guys. She's a healer. That's why she's where she's at. But let me keep going. Soul trait requirement plus, it increases it from 20 to 25 for the recovery in between quests. Skills are amazing on this character. So that's the one thing I would say. I mean, if we go off stats alone, she's not that much better than Barragan, because he does have better defense and he has better stamina. You know, they're kind of even almost on stats, but skills, man, she really does annihilate him, I would say. I mean, increased normal attack damage is 20. Berserker, which is strong attack damage, plus 30. So the numbers are way better. She also, like you saw, she's got debilitator, which means her special, she does inflict status paralysis on her strong attack. I mean her special. And yeah, man, this character is really good. She's got medic, which increases the team members that she can heal, which she is a team healer. One of her strong attacks, which is her second strong attack, is going to heal, which is awesome. That's the reason why I really like her. And there we go. That's Isane coming in at number 4. Much respect to her. I never was able to really get her, but you know what? She's awesome. I wish I could get her. But yeah, there's Isane. Coming in at number 3. We've got Kampachi Zaraki. We're going to get into the stats and we'll talk a little bit about him, but let's just get into it. Stamina 705, attack 541, defense 245, spiritual pressure 500, focus 234 for an average of 445. Just reading that, you're probably like, boy, how is Kenny in the top? How is he above Isane and Barragan? You know, he's not, he shouldn't be, but I'll tell you why. He's amazing because of the fact that he has skills that just the best skills in the game. The best skills in the game. Soul trait is last ditch survival, which is basically useless. We don't even need to focus on that. He's captain killer plus 40% damage. That's a really good one. Let's get into his skills. Long reach, which is increased normal attack area of effect plus 10. Havoc is increased strong attack area of effect plus 20. Berserker, increased strong attack damage plus 25. Enhancer, which is increased buff skill duration. Poise negates stagger effect when taking damage, so when he gets hit, he does not stagger, which is amazing. Adrenaline, increased normal attack speed up plus 10, and Flurry, increased normal attack hits plus 1. So that's right there. That's the reason why he is as good as he is. Really, like 445 average for all his stats is pretty bad, not gonna lie. I mean, the only one that's okay is the attack at 541, but when you look at these skills, you can see why he's so good. He's honestly got the best skills in the game, in my opinion. And this is the only reason why he's even good, you know? Flurry, he's one of the few that has it. Poise is amazing for PvP. Havoc, increased I mean, that's another thing I would say. If he didn't have long reach and he didn't have adrenaline, which increases his normal attack speed and range, I think he'd also wouldn't be in the top 5. But it's just they just did such a good job on his increase when he got a 6-star. So that's why I choose him. Like, his attack should not even, you think 541 isn't that great, but you really can't judge him off of that number. Think of him more as like a 700 attack, basically, is what I'm thinking. His strong attacks really are useless, in my opinion. You do need to use 2. He doesn't have that guard break, which is honestly pretty annoying, but you know, it's whatever. It might take a little longer to get the guard breaks, but once he gets it, it's game over for the enemies. One thing I do want to mention that isn't mentioned a lot when it comes to this character is his special. You would think his special is kind of useless, which is, it's just a buff. It's a buff. It's an increase on his attack, defense, and focus. But it's actually not that bad when you look at the numbers. First, let me mention the fact that he gets Enhancer, which increases the time of his buff, which will increase time. And if you add Chappies, right, increase the normal attack, and then you add a Tension Tie, the buff literally will last like 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. If you got Kampachi 5 out of 5 on the special with a tension tie, it's gonna last like fucking, I'm not even kidding, like the whole raid if you're doing a raid. This character is ridiculous. That's why he's at top 3. He's in the 3rd spot for me. And yeah, if he has slightly better stats, he might even be in the top 2, but it wouldn't make sense since he's kind of an older character. Yeah, Kenny coming in at number 3. He's a very good character, and I know a lot of you will agree with me. And sliding in at number 2, this was kind of a no-brainer. These top 2 I think are kind of no-brainers. We've got ODU Ishida. So this is the Lost Agent version, basically the one that came out on the Deathberry Return Gacha. Let's look at his stats. He gets 821 stamina, 610 attack, 288 defense, 529 spiritual pressure, and 273 focus for an average of 504, which is really high, really good stats. Attack 610. He is a ranged character. He's hitting from range. No one comes close to that. 600. Like, that's insane. That's why he's so good. He's so good because of that attack. Another thing that's just ridiculous is he gets a normal attack damage soul trait, which is 25%. It's insane, man. It's insane. So you're hitting 610. That's his attack. On top of having 25 normal attack increase from his soul trait. So you essentially, can you do 100 attack on him? There's Izuru, Renji, Shunsui. You could literally do 25 from his own, 25, 25, 25. So that's 100 attack, normal attack increase, which is crazy. And it's even more because we'll get into his skills. But let me just go ahead and talk about his killer effect. He gets Soul Reapers plus 25% damage, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of Soul Reapers in the game, obviously. So that's a pretty nice killer effect. So it's useful. Let's get into his skills though. Sprinter, which is of course flash steps, which is pretty nice. Everyone likes that. Long reach, increased normal attack area of effect plus 20. Havoc, increased strong attack area of effect plus 20. Bruiser, increased normal attack damage plus 30%. Berserker, increased strong attack damage plus 30. Devastation, increased special move damage plus 40. And soul tree requirement, that's just to increase his normal attack soul trait from 20 to 25. So as you guys can tell, man, this guy gets an even more of an increase on his normal attack with the 30% from Bruiser. Like, it's just ridiculous. You can literally run 130% extra normal attack damage on him. If you get the 25 Nadlings and then you increase that skill, he's amazing. On already having 610 attack plus being ranged, that's why he slides in at number 2, man. Those skills and the stats are amazing. And we're not done there. His strong attacks are actually pretty nice. They're all from range, of course, since he's using his bow. They're not the greatest. I actually prefer him, of course, obviously with the normal attack damage build. And then, but that's actually why if you use chappies on him, his special is still useful because he actually inflicts burn, which is really nice, man. It's really nice. He doesn't get the increased time when it burns, but he does get the burn effect, which if you're doing chappies, his burn effect is actually going to do, his special is still going to do something. So this character is overall just an amazing character. If you've got this character, normal attack is the way to go. And you're lucky if you got him. And there we go. That's my opinion. ODU at number 2. Okay, and now we come in at the number 1 spot. This one's definitely, it was kind of tough. I'm not going to lie. ODU and Noitora were kind of close. But I have to give it to my boy Noitora. He's coming out at the end of the month for Global, so you guys have a chance to get him. And JP got him at the end of last month. So here we go, man. Let's just get into him. Let's just get into Noitora, the beast, the guy that just changed the freaking game so far. I think he's probably the best release, one of the better characters in the last few months. Let's just get into his stats and stuff. Stamina 820, attack 562, defense 355, spiritual pressure 556, focus 250 for an average of 509. Attack isn't up to ODU's, right? ODU's at 610, but he does get better spiritual pressure, which is actually pretty nice at 556. He gets 355 defense, which is insane, plus 820 stamina. So this character is a tank, man. He can take the damage and he can hand it. Trust me. His soul trait is actually normal attack damage up plus 20. It's not ODU's at 25, but it is 20, which is very good as well. Super good character here, man. You've got a tank here. Those stats 509 average, I think, is in the top 5 characters, so that's really good stats right there. But what I would say the best thing about him are his skills, of course. His killer effect is 40% on captains, so of course that's a really good killer effect. But yeah, let's get into his skills. Emergency avoidance, which is flash step. Normal attack range up, which is 20%. Normal attack speed up plus 10%, so he gets an increase on speed. Death blow power up plus 20. Normal attack hits up, which is flurry. He gets flurry. And then defense reduced capacity addition. Will have the defense lowering ability to death blow. So his special has the defense lowering ability. So he weakens the defense, the enemies. So this character, man, is amazing, man. His normal attack, he hits twice, he gets flurry. So that's the reason why that 562 attack is not 562. You're looking more at like 800, man. You're looking at 800, you know. This character is insane, man. His strong attacks are not to mess with either. His second one is a vortex, I believe. It's either the second or third one. I wouldn't know because I don't have him, sadly. But he gets a vortex on top of all that. If you want to build him as a normal attack character, which I would suggest actually, a vortex is still going to come in handy because you trap the characters. He crowd controls, and you can go in with this super fast normal attack string. So, man, I'm super pleased with this character and how they made him. His special is full screen, 5,013 melee damage, which is really good, man. So this character can do a hybrid build if you really want to. There you go, man. That's it. That's the top 5 in my opinion. This is my opinion though. I know you might be wondering, oh, where's Rukia? Where's Tag Team Byakuya? You know, there's other characters that could definitely be in the top 5. This is my opinion, and I really feel like you got to take into account different things, and I just feel like this is a pretty nice list. I will stick to this list. I mean, although Rukia, time skip Rukia, Tag Team Byakuya, they can definitely slide in at number 5 or 4. You know, they can definitely slide into the top 5. Anyways, we're done here. Video's quite long. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, you guys take care. And speed, top 5 speed characters in the game. I will be out with that tomorrow, or in the next few days. Anyways, I love you guys so much. You guys take care. Peace.